3 things to watch this week. A wonderful good morning, happy Monday, welcome to a new week. My name is Julian, and in those Monday videos I always give a bit of a preview or insight on what to watch this week. It's been a rather uneventful week last week already when it comes to general markets. Crypto moved pretty much sideways. General markets dipped. At the moment, it doesn't look like an October. At the moment, it looks more like an October. But let's see. There's still 3 more weeks to go. Crypto-wise, I think very little news around most things. Most coins are depending on building new stuff. I think, for example, on DeFi chain, people are really actively building now for DeFi meta chain, making sure the utility goes up. People have more demand for that. It's always it's the number one issue, I think, in the entire financial markets right now. Not that the products that are out there, no matter if in crypto or in the financial traditional markets, aren't great. It's just that demand is not enough because people don't have liquidity. And that's the exact intention of the Fed. And that brings us to that very topic, what to watch. First and foremost, our Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 8:30 p.m. here in Singapore. These are inflation numbers. Expected a small drop down to 8.1%. For reference, August was 8.3%, and that's going to be the key thing to watch. If this number drops rather more, so it goes into the 7s or even lower. I mean, again, I am actually of the belief that we're going to see a bit of a jump in inflation, maybe not this month, but especially when we get a bit closer to the end of the year. That could be a sign that the Fed on November 2nd is not going to raise rates as much. And here is something that I could actually foresee at the moment. Majority of the market is pricing in a 75 basis points on November 2nd as an interest rate increase. And that's really based on the jobs numbers that came out last week that were rather constructive, which means the Fed is going to stay course. No one is talking about housing. No one is talking about companies laying off people, despite all this stuff happening, right? So all is pretty much in line there for the Fed to kind of stay course. However, obviously, if those inflation numbers drop too significantly, the Fed may actually change the interest rate hike from 75 basis points to 50 basis points. I don't think that this is likely for this month. I actually think we're rather going to see this down the line, not this month. I would probably rather expect this for the October numbers, which come out in November. But keep this a bit in mind. I think at the moment, I'm not expecting too much of a surprise. I think we're going to stay with the 75 basis points. Obviously, if we drop lower, this will be bullish, aggressive, and market could rally significantly. So, I mean, expect a lot of volatility around the Thursday. So, I think that's definitely something to watch. Number 2, earnings season is starting. The main key companies, especially around the large tech companies, are way further down the month. I think Apple is reporting 28th of October. I'm not 100% sure, but like end of October. So these are the key companies to watch for. But on Friday, banks are reporting. And so that is obviously also something to give a bit of a kind of idea. Again, I'm expecting a lot of companies to be able to wing it for Q3. So they're going to give a bit of guidance and saying, you know what, we are expecting some harsher times. We're cutting costs. We're just staying safe, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think there's any kind of indications that CEOs come out and say, you know what, guys, we're going to lay off people. I really don't see this for this quarter yet. But I would be surprised if this quarter is a very strong quarter for most significant companies. So, and we're probably going to see some indication on that this Friday, actually the entire week. So earnings season starting, it's going to go for the next month. And again, key companies here rather down the line, not right now, but still something to watch out for. And last but not least is the geopolitical side. I posted on Twitter as well. I get really worried when someone like Elon Musk tackles a topic like nuclear war, says there's a very high chance, but I mean the chances increase dramatically of a nuclear war starting, and I just don't see him being that kind of person that just wants to stir up stuff for no reason. I posted this. A lot of people say, Elon just jumps on these topics because he's a narcissist and he wants to be involved in this. Look, he may be a narcissist, but from everything I've seen from him, he's a very useful narcissist. And he is a very useful narcissist that works really, really hard to get humanity forward. And I doubt that he jumps on something like that just for a self-serving purpose. So just for a self-serving purpose. Does he do stuff that is helping him and his companies? For sure. But I don't have a problem with that. I would have a problem with that if there's no benefit for humanity with all that. And I just haven't seen a single sign where he does stuff that doesn't serve humanity. So that just gets me a bit worried. So I do hope that those tensions are gonna flare down, that we do see a bit of a calming kind of environment. So yeah, that's definitely something to watch. But yeah, sadly there's no micro, so I think it's very difficult right now to kind of pinpoint to one thing and say, hey, that thing is gonna drive demand. I mean, obviously the things I'm watching personally, I think Ethereum very strong on the staking side. We just launched it on Cake, so check this out. I think DeFi chain getting stronger with the added utility step by step. Check this out. And any investment that's building right now where you have a deep understanding over the long term, I think that's very strong as well. But would surprise me if there were any kind of short-term demand drivers at the moment, other than what the general markets are doing, just because that has been also the main driver why a lot of stuff went up over the last years after the great financial crisis. So there you have it, everyone. I wish you a beautiful week. I am off to meet my co-founder and CTO, you.This, for our weekly kickoff. He was over at our place yesterday with his family because I celebrated the 2-year birthday of my eldest. So that was also crazy. 20 kids over. Unfreaking believable. And then my wife felt sorry for me, and in the afternoon let me go and play some golf. She loves me. Awesome. Great, everyone. Appreciate it. Stay healthy, stay safe. Talk to you actually tonight, because we have Cake Twitter space tonight. So if you want to tune in there, then do that. So all the best. Thanks so much, everyone. Cheers. Julian.